Are we in open stream right now, Luke?
I
Or did
literally
you
just
decide not
hit
to stream?
start.
Oh, awesome.
I was about to hit start.
I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, no, I got it all technically all set up. Yeah, no, I got it all. So it's all. I just gotta make sure that I didn't do anything stupid. Because if I did something stupid with the audio,
No library.
It should be fine.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
It's all good.
It should be fine.
Okay, this is really awkward timing. I'm getting summoned to another call, so I'm probably gonna just hop over there for a bit. I'll be back later though.
Okay.
I don't know how long I'll be.
I'm
Y'all have
being
fun.
Summoned.
Sounds good.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care. Okay. No library in that village.
There we go. Yeah, I was gonna check OBS, but I was bouncing around too much. But yeah, no, I might just put like the mic closer. The mic closer to me is probably better. It's like the mad scientist I am. I need to get some chill, non-copyrighted music. So can't do copyrighted music. Okay. There we go. Okay. Just also gonna make sure we got this up and running because you're seeing in real time a randomizer making its way to hopefully everybody who has a PlayStation. It's gonna be randomizing first, the most important part, data entry. Because year number still can't believe this is the 3rd year that I'm doing. Third year that I'm doing this.
All right, I'm gonna exit the call.
All right, I'll see you later, dude.
I'm gonna hop off as well.
Yeah, see you later,
Bye.
dude.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Year 3. Can't believe I'm doing this for a 3rd year, eh? Well, I didn't stream the 2nd year, but I'm really happy with how the spreadsheet that we made it. The spreadsheet that we've done so far has been really neat. I've been pretty happy with how the spreadsheet has looked, and we've made it even more ridiculously easy than in previous years. Because I remember year 1 of doing this, and it was not fun. Well, I had fun streaming it, and it's why this shitpost even exists to begin with. It's a great shitpost in my opinion. I really should edit the description, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, this is the 3rd year that I am manually randomizing and ruining and maybe benefiting a lot of teams, because I think especially for hockey fans, I think it's more doable, and I do enjoy NHL as a game a lot more than I normally do. More than probably than a normal person. I would have normally done this a lot, set this setup a lot sooner. But we're going to eventually I'm gonna do a lot of fixes with this one. But yeah, it is a manually randomized format that I like to do, because there's roster sharing, which I'm pretty thankful for. And on top of the roster sharing, we have what they did for NHL 23, which is, I still think is genuinely my favorite thing that they've done, which is they added the ability to really customize customize how you want your franchise mode to be set up. And that is, like, if you haven't played NHL in a while, it is the best feature The only thing that sucks about it is if you're not really on the super creative side, it is kind of hard to create 32, well, at minimum the 16 that is necessary to get this whole thing set up to begin with. And that is understandable, but if you are on the more creative side, there is a lot of things you can do for NHL. The only thing that I would never ask EA to do is, hey, can you put a randomizer in so we can have a randomly set it up, because that'd just be for me. But I think it'd be extremely funny if, because like the most crazy format you could do would be the the fantasy draft setting that they have for it, and with the fantasy drafts, it would be draft in terms of like youth and valuable. So you would be able to draft your teams, but that's just annoying. I just find it to be just a little bit annoying. Oh shit. Oops, that's in the wrong spreadsheet. It's supposed to go here. So what I'm doing right now is I am manually inputting the players into separate main positions, being forwards and defensemen. That is something that it helps. It makes it easier because then you can distribute. It's easier to distribute, and my dream with EA has always been to play with this exact roster with friends online, because it makes it just much more funnier. And plus it's like a sicko, it's like an Untitled Sickos project, certified funny, you know? It is a certified thing that we've done every year. Well, at least I've done every year for the Untitled Sickos project, and that is something as simple as manually randomizing the entire roster for a video game, which is something that I find very, funny to do. Because just imagine like you're an Oilers fan and you have a bunch of crap. I mean, there's other goodies that I'm going to have for this. Other goodies, because I won't only be using the NHL and the AHL. I'll be using any league that has players of a high enough overall. And then it's just the time-consuming part of just typing out the names, the team names. So all it is there is just to help me find everything, because it is fine. Like this is just literally like half the battle here. this is just half the battle here. So that is what I do. And also, PC is open if anybody just wants to talk sports or talk sports or anything that is streamer approved. Because we don't have many subs, which is not a problem. But it's because of the low sub count. I can probably open the VC up to anybody who wants to join in. But what a crazy, we got a crazy week for college football this year. This week again. This week has just been unbelievably crazy. And also, if anybody has team ideas, do share them. Do indeed share them, because I would love to know. Because otherwise you get like low key, not the brainwash, but it's not a whole lot of thought put into them. There's a couple teams that I have that I've used. There's the go-tos that I have built a personal, like, low-key bond with. That's something that I want to do more of. Well, open it up so we can, I suppose the more I do this, the more teams that we make these bonds with. Because there's a lot of teams, I don't think any of them that we use a second time around, I don't think we're going to use any of them. So I'm probably going to look to make close to real ones. And the only thing that I don't know that NHL has would be, I don't know if NHL has I don't know if NHL has they have rights to use the Canes anymore, because the Coyotes, because the Coyotes logo are no longer available, so we cannot bring back the Arizona Cardinals for at least this rendition of NHL. So if anybody was like, man, I really want to use the Coyotes in an NHL game because my team has literally went to Utah. And I think it's a fine job. I mean, I feel for Utah, Arizona fans who are to see their team go. But they have really been not really given. I feel like they've both been given a fair shake. But I feel like it's due to the NHL short-sightedness that when it finally did happen, when the Coyotes were to leave to Utah, it happened insanely fast. It was pretty quick how it, when you really think of it, how fast it happened. Usually don't expect these things to, especially when we talk about teams moving, it takes a bit before a team like is moved on like that. Like the normal amount of hoops that you just have to go through just to begin with is it's a lot. Especially when it takes to move a franchise. I feel like that from what we have learned, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for a franchise to eventually say, hey, we're gonna be packing our bags up and moving. Like when you look at it with the Arizona Coyotes a lot, from what was seen, like surface level, it's like, oh, this ownership group, you know, F this, F that, right? Where, I mean, you look at past, to me, like, the surface, and all I see is a lot of opportunities for the Coyotes to stay. But lots of missteps done by ownership and management that would make one of those things that would make you go, you know, if this was, how do I put this? It's one of those ones where I kind of find it that you feel like they were given endless opportunities but weren't given endless opportunities, you know? Because they were given a lot of opportunities to have a chance to stay, to where, I mean, it would be one hell of a bombshell that you would hope that would never come out. That like the attempts to try and stay in Arizona were to save face, because, you know, you make it look like, it's like what the current narrative is that the NHL, like, if you look at it from a surface level, it's like the NHL is like completely just given up on even just trying to get anything done for Arizona. Because there's two ways how you look at it. You look at it as, you say, fuck the owner, and, you know, everything that he tried to do was, you know, save face, to save himself from what? Scrutiny? Because that's what the current narrative is here's a guy that we did literally everything we could do, like absolutely everything that we could do to keep hockey in Arizona, but people said no. The state literally had to say, like, the final like nail in the coffin for like hockey in Arizona, to where I don't think we'll ever see hockey again. At least I don't think we'll see hockey ever again for at least a long while, because there's a lot of good that, like, the thing that makes me go, you know, WTF would be the fact that they did everything they could to stay, and even when the Blackhawks were, even when the Blackhawks were given, Coyotes. Even when the Coyotes were given a chance to even resurrect, they sniped my mercy and immediately said, "No, you are not reviving this death of a franchise." It's like, shh, it's okay. You can let it die. You can let it die. It's okay. Just let this franchise die out. Slow and painful death. That. Just let this franchise die a bloody, miserable death. And it did. When you look at it. Any chances, to me, at least in my mind, for hockey, to where even in a land auction, to where from all reports of that we heard is very straightforward, where if you have the money, you're more than likely to get the land that you purchased in any state land auction, and then that way there's nothing really the state can do that would say, for the state to say, no, you can't build an entertainment district and build the Coyotes a new home, which would be privately funded, which is how I believe all sports should go. Like, all sports should always be privately funded, because that way owners take profit, and you take all the profit, you would easily make your money back. But I think it's a better, it's a better thing for the fans, to where if you're, rather than, holding your fan base hostage, going, oh, you better let us get a bunch of tax breaks and pay for our stadiums, even though I've got enough money and assets to do it myself. You guys better do this, or I will move your sports franchise. They will. And oh man, that would just absolutely suck if I did that. Like, there are owners who genuinely have that terrible mindset, to where that's what they'll do. They'll hold your teams hostage and try to get themselves as good of a deal as possible. I mean, you have even like when there's one team franchise, like you think of the Oakland A's. I bet you, I don't think they're going to be playing in Vegas, and they have all, like, the deal's been done. It's all done. They have, you know, everything all set up the way that they have. Like, it's all done. It's done, you know. They've agreed that the state's going to pay this much money, and we haven't, and there's stuff on the surface that is public knowledge that the Blackhawks, sorry, I'm on the Blackhawks right now. I'm currently entering their team. Sorry, that's my bad. The A's haven't fully committed to Vegas, and it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't see the Las Vegas A's play in Las Vegas A's play at all. I don't think we get there, because purely because of I think he's trying to whore his team out, because they're a team without a home. And side note, I am genuinely surprised that the stadium didn't burn to the ground like I thought it was. But it's a stadium that, I mean, no offense to the area of Oakland, is not well maintained. It's not well maintained at all. No offense. It is horribly was not even horribly maintained over the years by both the Raiders and the Athletics. Like, you can see even just on TikTok or any short-formed content that the stadium, like how decaying it was, and even then, I still think I hear the Oakland will have a semi-pro team that's kind of rooted in Oakland, that I feel won't, to me at least, it doesn't move the needle enough, in my opinion, to bring enough people to, care. Well, again, I don't know, like, your diehard residents of Oakland, right? But it's, to me, I wonder just what, like, what their future plans for that stadium is. You know? You know, like, Bro's plan? What is the city of Oakland? Because they will have a baseball team playing, but like its stadium's so decayed away. I don't know why they would keep that stadium, but it's not I mean, in a weird sense, as weird as it is, I'm kind of happy that. Well, because now that I understood that the city owns the stadium instead of. The city owns the stadium instead of. Because the city owns it rather than. I think keywords that they were planning to use it versus doing something else with it. You know? Kind of been thinking about, because you know the endless story that we hear about so you know, I mean, I think I kind of underestimate it, but at least they're using the stadium, but I hope at least it's a maintained stadium, but the fact now that, like, the Oakland A's are not even using the minor league stadium in Vegas is a dumb move. I find it's probably the worst move, but it's so predictable. Because like I even remember like even if you remember, like way back, like what is it? Yeah. Because I think that is probably the most surprised theme that has come out of just baseball, in general, was the fact that they're going to play in Sacramento at the River Cats minor league stadium, and if the Athletics go to Sacramento, they have Sacramento as their new home and everything, over Vegas is an L on California, because there's a lot more issues that, at least in my opinion, the state of California should be doing than giving some millionaire that completely destroyed all the goodwill or any goodwill that a baseball team has for a city. Like the damage that John Fisher and his bandit of his bandit buffoons have done is it's irreparable. I don't know how you fix it. I don't know how you honestly fix it. But giving another billionaire, multi-billionaire a tax break is to me would be common California now. Be a common California L, in my opinion. Really major L. Not just any old L, a common California L. Because of how bad the bag was dropped. Well, just an L, in my opinion. I don't know. It's not a super L, it's just an L. But if that's the case, to where there's a city, and again, I think especially like a lot of like, it's an underestimated part of maybe just how little we know about is when you have an owner, or when you have a mayor that is more open to sweetheart deals, because a major sports team does bring prestige to your city, but I don't think it brings as much as prestige as it did like in the day, like way back in the day, especially with the values of streaming. Because the streaming, you can watch out-of-market teams, which, I mean, it's still the dumbest thing in sports is region lockouts. Those need to end for the good of all sports fans. Because region lockouts are, well, they don't really impact me as from where I am, because my region is not in the Mariners region. I'm in the Canadian region. So if I were to get the RSNs, or the RSN for if I was a Blue Jays fan, like I would not get the pass, I would not buy MLB even if I did have it, because it is included in a Sportsnet. Well, as dumb as it is, hate that every subscription has to be a freaking plus, right? Like, it's still insanely dumb how everything just has to have a plus in it. But I have Sportsnet, which gives me all the Blue Jays games, so I can watch the Mariners when I want to, and then if they play the Blue Jays, I can watch it on Sportsnet Plus, which I also have Sportsnet Plus for hockey, and I am not a big fan of it being on that I have to subscribe to Sportsnet Plus for it, because I had a way better product with NHL Game Center Ice. It was low key, like, really good. Like, it is low key really good. Like, it was the best. It was the best subscription package that you can get, I think, for sports, because I was blacked up for the Canucks, and sure, that sucked, but sure, I was blacked up for all the the Canucks games, but I mostly watch the Leafs anyways, and get into the mindset of, oh hey, I have the subscription anyways, I'm gonna sail the 7 seas. Like, that's honestly the only benefit to Sportsnet Plus, is now I get to watch the Canucks and the Leafs. I get their RSNs, no problem. Like, all Canadians, you will have any regional sports group that's subscribed to, at least for that I know of. It'd be funny if it wasn't, but just saying, it is Sportsnet. That's the only benefit, because they don't have regional restrictions, which is really good. Although they're starting to although just watching it normally, it's starting to frustrate me a little bit, because I don't know what the boys in the back are cooking, to where it says games not available in my area, and I'm watching like an American team versus an American team, and I'm watching it like I'm like a half hour behind it, and it's telling me that, hey, you don't have the subscription or something like that, even though I've been logged in the whole time. Like, I've never had that issue before, and I really hope that they can fix it, because if they don't fix it, I will be upset, because there is no other alternative, and I would love just to get ESPN Plus instead. I would rather have ESPN Plus over Sportsnet, or Sportsnet Now, or Sportsnet Plus, whatever the heck people call it. I would rather have ESPN, because it's the best of both worlds. I get my college football of, like, you know, the SEC, Big 12, any games that's on ESPN will be on ESPN. Right, and yeah, I'm somebody that, you know, even though you might find it silly that, oh, here's this classic L, somebody willing to pay for a subscription service. Yeah, but like, I've been used to it for so long, and then, you know, the other option being pirating it, which I do for some of it, like any Big Ten, or if it's not on TSN Plus, I will find another way to watch it, because that's what I have TSN Plus for right now. So I have, you know, a kind of hassle-free way to enjoy like those kinds of content, and, you know, to me, let's be honest, it's easier this way versus, you know, pirating it. Like, we all know we have those sites, right? We have the sites. But, like, the problem with, like, those sites now is, I mean, it's a little gripe. They are slowly... No, they're about the same reliability as they always are. To where they're very efficient for, like, 95% of the time. Like, they do a really good job, like, 90% of the time. We used to have that number at, like, 93. Whereas, through the official stuff, like, I will rarely get an issue with it. To where I'm easily able to, you know, watch what I need to watch easily. And then there's the spamming of ads. It's you're paying for it because it is just a more convenient way than jumping through like layers and layers of like malware viruses. You have to be very careful because your internet service provider could be like, no, you can't do that, and then block or get in trouble with it. But, you know, I mean, especially when the UFL starts up again, it is a pain in my butt, is because there's no subscription service in Canada that carries it. And I would rather it just have, you know, because I don't have an option to. It's like themselves, it's not like saying, hey, here's $20, watch every game live, or anything like that. That'd be like a score, you know? But, unfortunately, it is not like that, unfortunately. We get the pain in the ass. And that's asking Spencer to stream it is one of the greatest conveniences that I have. Because the dude was an absolute goat when we did the XFL watch-alongs. And we watched every game of the XFL relaunch. And we enjoyed it all. And he was able to stream every game, which was really nice of him to do that. And, you know, I feel bad too, because I don't want to bother him. It's like 3 hours of your day for you know, sports league where we're really just we're not like, well, we are like fans of and the glorious, we hope it returns, dumpster fire stadium that is the glorious stadium that it is, the Oakland A's old minor league affiliate stadium, which at one point was voted like the worst minor league stadium out of all of them. And even on TV, right, you could hide it with whatever paint you wanted it. They were essentially playing in a dump. 100% were playing in a dump. Absolutely playing in a dump. But I'll always reminisce about the Stars. About the Vegas Vipers, because of all the good streaming memories it brought. Like the watch along was one of my favorite things that we genuinely did do. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed our streams with oh fuck, I forgot the app. God damn it. It's okay. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. I really enjoyed like the memories that we made through the third relaunch of the XFL. And don't get me wrong, the UFL is still good. You know, they're doing a good job. But there's just something about the Vegas Vipers and something special about the Vegas Vipers, and there's special things about how you had literally games streaming on FX. It went right after the NFL too, so you were never brought out of football. You knew that you knew it was coming back. But, yeah. You knew it was coming back, but still. Good memories we had. And then you have the UFL, which is, UFL's not bad. It's not a bad the UFL. It was the mix of the USFL. It was a nice mix of the two. But you definitely saw a little bit more UFL than XFL. You saw a lot more of it. And I think it, wasn't, good. But then there was, for those not keeping up with the UFL, there was this grand announcement. They just announced their starting times for next year at the same time, which is something that I don't mind. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. UFL, although I do miss I miss my team in Seattle, man. You know, that special year with Ben DiNucci, Jakor Peterson, Josh Gordon, like that was something very cool and special indeed. And I hope that we can get a UFL team in Seattle. Because honestly, there's nothing going on in Seattle. I mean, I think they did in February. I mean, there's just the Mariners, but like, fan base is not happy with the Mariners right now. I am pretty upset with ownership, and I mean, even from beat writers or so quote unquote insiders, the worst things that we could hear is that the Mariners have not yet to have serious contract extension discussions with Logan Gilbert, which I really hope changes the tone, because I really do hope the Mariners can. I just want them to invest more money into the team, but like, you're also at this ridiculous crossroads, this crazy crossroads with crazy crossroads to where they could be something so much more, but we don't know if they want to become, you know, more than what they were, or if they're going to still be the same. I don't know. More of the same. I mean, you had one of the Mariners, I think it was part of ESPN 710, which, I mean, I think the word that he had used was massively taken out of context, like massively taken out of context, I think, especially by the fans, to where, I mean, there's two ways you look at it, and especially since the fan base, you know, they did have playoff expectations. And what did you do? Not make the playoffs. You know? You know, you have this expectation to make the playoffs, and the worst thing is you don't want management to cut payroll. I mean, at surface level, it looks like they are. Or they might. Just from the moves I feel like they're about to make. Because, like, I think you can look at it from, like, a marriage perspective. We all know that Mitch Haniger won't be on the team next year. Like, they have an outfield core that is set in stone. Julio, guy that got trade. Blanking on his name right now. He's in my head. Oh, Randy Rosarena. That is, you're kind of hoping has a pretty big bounce back year. And then you have what none of us expected. Like, if you were gonna ask me, like, fast forward to today, right? Fast forward to, let's go back in time to June. I think it was June 6th. Seattle Mariners announced that they signed Victor Rubles to a 1-year deal. They signed him for the minimum. And I'm looking at this and going, surely this is gonna move the needle enough, right? Like, what could it be described as? Like, it's like, we're like, how is this gonna help? Little did we know that that was without a doubt the best move that management made in the season, was getting frickin' Victor Rubles on this team, because he's really likable. He is really likable. He's a likable dude. And he did good. Which was something that I don't think anybody expected. We thought depth signing. We didn't think someone who would be deeply contributing to the Mariners. Nobody did. Nobody did. That's the funny thing, is how nobody expected nobody expected him to do what he did in Seattle. Nobody did. Not one person. I'm just gonna. But yeah, Victor Rules. What a bone that really helped this team really achieve what they would. Yeah. I'm having the Kraken one. Man. Some days it is hard. Anyways, let's get back to entering data. It's interesting what the cap is going to be like. For some, it's like I know some of them are going to have like horrible cap hits. Also, for those who haven't been paying attention, whenever I enter something in the spreadsheet, randomizers works. Anyway, so hopefully, I don't think I'll have any Sickos members pop in. But, yeah. But college football, though, eh? Lots of interesting things for college football. The discussion to make, there's a couple things that I've seen float around. Some of those things ranging from super conferences to like one super conferences to like the SEC, Big Ten, making sure they each get 10 teams each in the CFP, which I don't know why you would want that in the first place. Why you have to ask for that in the first place, in my opinion, because it feels like that was going to be the case anyways with the, it was going to be the case regardless with, that was just going to be the case for, football no matter what. That was just going to be the case no matter what. Yeah, that's how we made it. We've had to say, hey, NHL, you know, you guys, yeah, it's our head college committee. We want to make sure there's 4 teams of each in the CFP, and that's what probably is the case was going to be this year. No offense to the other conferences. I mean, low key, the Big 12 is a big sleeper, is a absolute sleeper conference right now. And after this year, we're gonna have to see, like, the ACC is something that I would have all eyes on, because for those who aren't, well, if you're not a college football fan, there's like the Big 2. You know, there's the Big 2, Big 12, Big 10 and SEC. But low key, Big 10's Big 12's a sleeper conference. I think it's a really good. It is a dark horse. Well, it's got a lot of eyeballs right now because Colorado Buffaloes being as profiled as they are. Like, there's a massive profile on the it's a massive profile on the Big 10, well, because of Colorado, but I think there's a lot of there's a school that is in the top 10 of the AP poll, and nobody gives a fuck. No offense. We here at the Untitled Sickos Project fully recognize the power that is the Cyclones. But the fact that, you know, sure, everybody likes to talk about, you know, the other conferences. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, the SEC and, the SEC and Big 10 are always going to be, like, they've lived up to the hype, right? Like, Alabama and Georgia was a terrific game, right? Ohio State and Oregon, terrific game. Hell, you even have Colorado and Kansas State being a great game, right? But I think y'all need to stop sleeping on the Big 12. They're a sleeper right now. Big sleeper. Big sleeper conference right now. And more needs to be said on it. Like, it's a sin how not one thing is being said about this, about the Big Ten. Outside that, it's not Colorado. Because unfortunately, with Oklahoma and Texas leaving, when they left last year, so did the rest of the people, I guess, really caring about the Big 12. But it's a sleeper. It's a sleeper conference. And I think there's a lot of exciting things with the Big 12. Lots of exciting things. You have... I think there's a lot of people in... that are there that want to build up programs. And, you know, once the stars are aligning, there'll be a super team. But I also think it was like really one of the stronger benefits is the CFP expansion. That will be like, we already are at 12 teams in the next year. We're jumping straight to 14. And I believe once people see the power of like an expanded CFB playoffs, I think we're going to see 1000% the absolute death of we're going to see the death of bowl games. Like, once you go to we go to, like, I think the number is gonna be 32, and I think once you go to 32 teams, you're going to, I think, see the disappearing of bowl games. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, especially from we've heard about students that have played in the bowl games, you know, it was a backup too. Like, they do everything, you know, treat you, they make it like a memorable experience 100%, but no starters play in it. A lot of starters flat out just go like, you know what, you know, nah, not gonna be in it. Which is, you know, and I hear a lot of funny things is happening with but it was one of the worst things I've watched. Still just makes me sad though. one of those things, you know. I was trying to see if I could find what the hell the Oilers score was. I might see quickly what kind of tomfluffery is going on in. Oh my lord, the Flyers are up 3-2. Oh no. Oh well. It's 3-2. It's 3-2. Oh good lord. And apparently there's a goalie that has more goals scored than McDavid and Matthews combined. Thanks, don't remind me. You're only just adding more fuel to the endless bloody victim complex that every Leafs fan and myself have every freaking year. Right, every year we have this massive freaking victim complex. Massive victim complex every year. Every year. That we have. I mean, I hope they win tomorrow. Winning delays, like, I think this is probably be, I think this would probably be the first year, and as shocking as it will be, it's coming from the Leafs fans here at the Untitled Sickos Project. If the Leafs don't win the cup this year, they don't make it past the first round, the best news that we have for this team is Tavares cap hit done. Like, as much as I'm happy that, you know, we've got, you know, a big fish in free agency for the Leafs, not having to pay, you know, having another $12 million in cap space is absolutely amazing, in my opinion. Like, that is probably the biggest break I think any sports fan could catch. Would be not having to pay Johnny Hockey that big massive contract extension. Biggest break of all time. That would be the best break, in my opinion. And not to mention, Mitch Marner doesn't, like, Mitch Marner is gonna be, I think it's gonna be the best year of Mitch Marner we will see of him, because it's a contract year. And seeing as how I feel like low-key he doesn't know what his market is. Unfortunately, I don't think Martin truly knows his market. I mean, I just don't think nor understand that we live in a world where Marner gets North's contract extension is north of $10 million. When, like, say he does another disappearing act in the playoffs and he has career numbers in the regular season, but like, that's what we expect of that. And usually players of his value, I just don't see the contract really worth it, in my opinion, you know? It's just not worth it. Especially when you're contributing to a guy that I think in the regular season does what he needs to do, and because he does what he's needed to do, like in the regular season, I fully expect him to get like over 100 points. Like he's gonna have, like it's gonna happen eventually, to where he's going to absolutely just ball out and play some of the best hockey in his career. Like I feel like that is set and done. Vasily Podkolzin on the Oilers still makes me sad. Let's look at the pain. First round pick, Vancouver Canucks, traded for a fourth. Yeah. But anyways, back to my point. I feel like for the CFP, I think there's a lot more doors that will absolutely open. The CFP is just easily going to be, if not one of the most exciting things to come out of college in a while. Because, like, I already believe that March Madness is, like, we look at March Madness, right? And we already know how big March Madness is. Like, it's one of the biggest tournaments in the world for college sports. It is like the tournament, you know? Like, it's the tournament. Yeah. It's the tournament, man. It's like of all tournaments that we hear about, it's the tournament, man. It's the tournament, you know. It's a tournament that everybody talks about. It's the tournament, man. Can't be ashamed for the tournament of all tournaments. And that's what March Madness is. It is the tournament in all the sports world. Because sure, you have a lot of favorites. Like, there's favorites to win. But, like, you know, sure, from what I have seen, from what I have seen, you get your fill of chaos. Like you get your fill. There's a lot of chaos, lots of upsets. We love upsets here. Especially, we here at the Untitled Sickos project absolutely love upsets. We love it. I mean, we just in the sports world love underdog stories. I mean, and not to mention, like, for women's sports, like for the WNBA, right? The college scene is going to be so important just for developing these young athletes into studs. Like, hugely important to develop these guys into studs. It's so important for college women's sports to develop players for it. The WNBA absolutely needs player development for just so that way the college sports becomes, this feeder league, right? Everybody and their moms tuned into this. And not to mention, like, Caitlin Clark literally existing. Like, any time that, like, she's on the road, tickets are a sellout. I wish more of the same thing for, Angel Reese too, because I mean, as much as the spotlight is, I find a lot on Caitlin Clark, I think some of it needs to be on Angel Reese too, because there was a genuine rivalry between the two. Between those two, and I really wish that was the finals, because a game between those two deserves to be finals material. That is what, to me, the best for sports is all about. And I hope we get to see, more Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever, like those games, be marketed as massive rivalries. At least I hope so. At least I hope so. I mean, just a reminder that Caitlin Clark's rookie deal is only $700,000 or $70,000. just a reminder. I mean, she makes double what I make in a year. But still, she's somebody who, I mean, if you look at it, she won't have to play basketball this year. Well, basketball, because I believe the season for college basketball is about to get underway shortly. And someone who played a lot of basketball this year. I mean, just because how the league is set up, like WNBA is, you know, more in the summer and spring than the NBA. Which are, you know, it's fine. It's fine for the WNBA, because the WNBA stays in its lane and one day could probably be the biggest sport in the summertime. Could be. Imagine that. A world where the WNBA, people care more about the WNBA than baseball. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. It's more of, I feel like it's more of an indictment for the owners who are owners using, you know, the fact that they're a small market as an excuse to not invest. Not to mention the product, like their product is such a massive inconvenience for fans to watch just because of how because of RSN lockouts, which are the dumb, like local lockouts, which are just the most inconvenient, like anti-consumer way to try and grow your sport. Because I mean, if you, I want to know how the heck the NBA. Sorry, the MLB probably makes the most money out of any sport in North America. Which, well, maybe not the NFL, but the NFL is just such a well-oiled machine. Like, the NFL is such a well-oiled machine. Like, it's a league that has, like, in the past 2 years alone, record, like, this past 3 years, the cap's gone up by $80 million. There are literally streaming services signing up, willing to pay ludicrous amounts of money to stream one game a year. Do you not know how dumb that is? A game once a year that teams are willing to pony up for. It feels so wrong. right? It is, like, it doesn't matter. I mean, with the NFL, I find it's easier because the big games, no matter what, usually are streamed, and I mean, in Canada, like, having the NFL, like, the Canadian service that has the NFL Game Pass has been very good. Like, they've been good. Like, DAZN has been excellent at, their streaming service has been good. Like, that's the one streaming service that I like a whole lot because they've done a lot of good. And the funny thing is, I only use it like 6 months of the year. I mean, I used to use that sucker so much because I used to close a lot, and there'd be like a random football game streaming at like a certain time that's like airing on the network, and I was like, you know, background noise. Like, if it's a really good game, I'd finish it at home. Like, I know it's like condensed into 3 hours, but still, you know, absolute worthwhile. So just something to think. Oh, Mishkov scored his first goal today. Ooh. Michkov scored his first goal today. That's the thinking about the rewatch. As when I say this, Michkov is going to be really good. Also, why the fuck is KSI a judge on Britain's Got Talent? Why? Who asked for frickin' KSI? So... Oh, here's another interesting, honestly, I don't know what we were expecting. I don't know what we were expecting, but, the Pokemon Giga Leagues. The most disturbing thing on the planet. Was so those who don't know, I am an avid Pokemon fan. I love the games. Been playing since Gen 4. Been an absolute fan of Pokemon for a while. And a big thing in the community was that there was a massive Giga leak. Like, everything got leaked. Everything got leaked. Apparently, like, very early data builds, and I mean, it's been kind of with the dust is kind of like settled a little bit, because we still don't know what's going to happen. Because allegedly they got their hands on the hackers allegedly got their hands on one of the beta builds of the Pokemon's Legends Arceus, and this is again when we're dealing with leaks. I think it is, you take it with, no matter what, you take it with a grain of salt unless we actually see it. But it is mostly done, except there's like half of the side quests have yet to be implemented, so there's still a lot of work going into these games, and still a lot of work that's going into these games. Like, a lot of they're not done yet, right? Right there, but yet the kind of the word on the street is there's lots of stuff, and I don't know who's started. It's just words that are traveling around that they might act Legends Arceus, Legends ZA, which is, in my opinion, just the dumbest thing that you could do on the planet, which is 76 the game, X the game, because, you know, I don't know who started that rumor, but the funny thing is, Pokemon's about to make, just alone, they're gonna sell like so many they're gonna sell like 10 million copies, and that's gonna net the company a lot of money, like it always does. It's like we want to bash our heads at the wall here, because here we are at a juncture where the game got announced last year, well, for Pokemon Day, and we got a teaser. No gameplay footage, no what our starter's gonna be, like, what does it look like? We haven't gotten a thing. And when we had this like super giga leak, like Terra leak, I was hoping that we would get a little something, like, because, like, I'm a competitive, I like playing singles competitive Pokemon, even though the company likes the format of I think doubles. I just find it just probably just more simpler to balance doubles than it is singles, but I have it's just a preference of playing singles. I just prefer the 6v6 format because, you know, it's a good format in my opinion. Might not be the best, like it's not the best one, but I think it's a good format. And yeah, it's a good format in my opinion. It's a good format. Expecting to, what I was expecting, right? With the Giga leak of supposed Giga leak, but I don't know if it's like that. It's like it's encrypted, so they're trying to encrypt it. But I guess allegedly there exists a playable build that the group that has hacked Nintendo claims it is a playable build and that they played it, but yet they won't. They're not showing gameplay footage, Because like all it takes is like, and again, there's ways that they can post it online and dart away. Like there's the ways where you can post it online. I'm sure like these are hacked. Like you hacked like the biggest gaming company in the world, and you're not showing. Like they've released like a good amount of stuff that is like the like beta builds of like the Pokemon games, and seeing like their ideas of even what Mudkip was at first before a 180 was done, and they changed it. They changed it to the Mudkip line that we know and love, which, I mean, I look at both. I mean, they might not be called no matter what. I mean, I joke in my mind that what if the collapsing of Twin Towers forced them to change them to go to frickin' Mudkip. It's not impossible. But, like, it's funny to it's funny to me to think that, and then you had the fucking creepypastas that were, I don't know. It's where, like, I look at it this year, and it's so hard to believe that it's actually real. Purely because, like, I'm telling y'all, it is so hard to believe that it is real. I think they could be fake, but, like, why have these, like, still in company documents of, like, these horrifically bad creepypastas? Like, this is like some disgusting fanfic nonsense that I guess is from the company, and it has ruined my perspective of some Pokemon because of its nonsense. Like, it's a little funny, don't get me wrong. It's a little funny. But still, like, you gotta understand that as funny as it is, like, very disturbing. It is completely disturbing what's going on. Like, when I mean disturbing, it is the most disturbing thing. That at least I have ever seen. I mean, there was the creepypasta of Vaporeon, which, I mean, good lord, the internet degens ruined Vaporeon. But, like, to see what happened with Cyndaquil, yeah, Cyndaquil was Typhlosion, man. But, you know, the fact that somebody at Game Freak made sure that that was, you know, someone at the company's like, yeah, I need this creepypasta or this very inappropriate fanfic to remain in the company, instead of, hey, we should just delete this from everything we have had, and just, you know, we don't need to keep this for company records, because this is, why are we having this, you know, fricked up, you know, shitpost story of Pokemon from the official company themselves, allegedly. I still use the words allegedly. But, like, the hackers, oh, hey, Tristan.
Hello.
I'm just talking about the Pokemon leaks.
Oh, yeah.
Because
pretty good.
apparently, basically all we got was 2 alleged confirmed megas, and the hackers aren't going to reveal anything, or they just don't have it.
I imagine they have it. I mean, we already know about like the Mega Zygarde and Mega Zeraora.
And Stunfisk. Just
No,
regular
I thought
Stunfisk.
I thought it was just confirming that Stunfisk was in the game.
Yeah,
I thought I
Stunfisk
didn't think it was.
it's in the game.
Yeah, I don't think it's Mega Stunfisk.
It's not Mega Stunfisk,
I mean,
but
it could be.
Stunfisk is a confirmed Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah.
We can't forget that they confirmed Stunfisk in the game. We can't forget that they confirmed Stunfisk in the game. Can't forget that. That is super important. But that's basically all. Apparently, I guess some circles are saying they're willing to share. Which, because of that, like, I'm kind of hard to believe that,
Mega Charizard.
yeah. I don't know if, well, I still think eventually, like, somebody's gonna post gameplay footage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's gonna run rampant on the internet. I just think it's highly encrypted.
Mayhaps.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's something that I've been thinking of, because just of how wild the weekend was and how Pokemon like literally got completely hacked. But it's also like, I'm wondering if the creepypasta was fake. Because I don't understand why a company would need to keep that on file, even for record's sake. I just find that weird. But, you know.
Yeah.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. Anyways, how was Raid? I was gonna guess it's Raid. Or...
It was a little bit. It was it was technically Raid. It was some WoW stuff.
Oh,
I mean,
wow. Because I know you got that. You're back in WoW. You got that WoW sub. You're back on your WoW grind. Which, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'll always be on the MMO grind. Badly.
I don't think because like I want to know the stories of it, but it's like
The only one that's worth it for story is Final Fantasy. Don't do WoW.
but like the trailers are so good.
The trailers for MMOs are great. For both are insane.
Like the Star Wars, the Knights of the Old Republic. Oh my god. Just it just makes me sad, because Disney has the greatest idea, like the greatest source of ideas, and they refuse to learn to use it. The greatest source, they don't ever want to use it. Because how much would we love to see them tell the entire story of Darth Revan? Because I know I would. Darth Malgus, like the old Empire. Like how the old Empire was seen as like the balancer of the Force.
Yeah.
They weren't Sith, they were the balance of the Force. And how they could, like if you could kill them, they could, like apparently like the Emperor at the time could transmutate himself, his soul, into the being, the person who killed him. Like that's like that wild shit I need in my life. But no, we get liberal get witches being, you know, ones hired on Wish.com. We
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Acolyte.
Well,
I mean, you've had to see.
Wish.com.
You've had to have seen the
Yeah,
clips at least.
I literally only watched. I only have watched. Only thing I've seen for Acolyte and watched was what we watched together.
Yeah, all I've seen is the first. All I've watched is just.
And I was like, damn, that's pretty promising. This seems pretty good so far. I'm
And then I told
enjoying
you
it.
they fucked it all up. They ruined it.
How'd they?
They ruined everything.
I made my lightsaber red. That's all I know about. My emotions control my lightsaber.
Like, that's I'm fine with, like, her bleeding the crystal red. That's fine. But it is, you know, when you get witches, right? You expect them to be
Get stitches.
witches, you know? Witches need stitches, bitches.
Yep.
But they somehow found a way to make witches just, like some horrible bad art project gone wrong. Like, episode 3 is, like, we probably will sit down and watch it at some point, but, like, episode 3 was just, I have never been turned off so instantly, and I tried to stay positive for, like, the next few days, and I was like, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. They did this instead of a Wookiee fight. They did this instead of the Wookiee fight. The Wookiee fight wasn't in the budget, but like hiring a bunch of liberal arts majors for an episode. Oh my god, I couldn't do it. I couldn't care what happened. It was just bad. I'm not kidding, Tristan. Oh my god, it was just
That bad.
it was horrible. The worst thing I have ever seen. Like, just imagine. Oh my god. I can't even describe how bad it is. It was just. Here I am thinking, you know, this show might not be so bad. I gave it the benefit of the doubt. And then I'm like, oh dear lord, they fucked it up. They've ruined it. And I've not seen any of the other episodes. I just can't do it, man. My body doesn't even want to try. I try. Oh, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I feel like I'm a Brooklyn guy, you know. Just can't do it. I just. And then there's this recent shitstorm in the Star Wars community, which was quietly introduced in a novelization of a clone trooper who changed their gender.
Oh yeah, I heard about the trans stormtrooper or whatever.
Clone trooper.
It's clone trooper. Okay.
Clone trooper. If it was stormtrooper, I would have not given a fuck. Clone trooper.
I see.
They had to bring politics into Star Wars again. And
I mean, I hate to say it. Politics have always been in Star Wars. I've always hated that.
It is, but like not something where because like when it's because I think like when you look at the original trilogy, it was very subtle, you know, but it served a purpose. It served a purpose, and they used it very well. But like, this feels just so forced. It feels forced.
I understand.
But yeah, no, the Star Wars fan base is just they're up in arms right now because there is a civil war. There's a group of people who genuinely like the Acolyte and don't want it to go, and there's all of us that are literally dancing in its grave. I'm not really dancing in its grave. I'm more just mad at it because we're there because of how bad it did and how they not even gave it a second season. I'm looking at this and going, oh my god. They're never gonna do anything outside of the Skywalker saga ever again. Which I think we discussed about it. If it flopped, I don't think they would ever go outside of it. And then you have the fucking bitch that directed, that was like a producer for Acolyte, wanting to do something for the Old Republic, and please don't. I'd rather they don't do something than have her do something with the Old Republic. They've already ruined they've already ruined it. And then you have the One Piece hasn't had like an arc-esque where everybody and their mothers fucking hates this. Right? In One Piece.
One Piece, there's some that people just don't like that much, but like they're never usually like bad. They're just not great.
Like not Star Wars bad.
Yeah, they don't really drop. Well, it's because it's all the thing with One Piece. You have to keep in mind as well. It's only one person really that works on it.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I just can't believe it's 1,000 episodes. Over 1,000.
It's over 7. Yeah, it's over that now.
It's been going on for like 20 plus years.
1999? Question mark?
Oh, so it's like 23.
Wait, what happened here and why is it
But still, over 20 years. Still over 20 years.
Yep.
Which is crazy. I mean, Pokemon, but like Pokemon have had like several arcs. Like we're talking several arcs, and they're still going strong. Even though like they have over 12,000 episodes, but there's a new series with Ash's journey ended at about like 1,100 episodes. But apparently in the anime, it's old. What did they say? It was with the Pokemon Daily. What was it, like 2 years after Ash won the championships?
I don't remember.
Something like that.
No,
But I wouldn't.
Thinking right now.
It wouldn't surprise me if we saw Ash in the new series. Just say, hey, what's up? Anyways, what you doing now?
Setting up I have some of your teams made right now, and this is very annoying. So I'm trying to do it with only one monitor.
Oh shit! What's with your other monitor? Did it...
I was trying to watch a movie for class that I have to watch. That I just remember. Well, I say I just remembered. I've been thinking about it the entire day.
That you're finally getting around to watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just say fuck it and just do it later. I cannot care for this class. I cannot care for this film. This film seems kind of interesting, but I don't know. I'd rather help you with the.
Yeah. Me with data entry. Yeah, well, me with so I just have to do that. Oh.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll worry about the film after. Maybe we'll see.
Are you sure you can't just find like some sort of synopsis online and just say, "Hey,
I could. But I mean, the problem. Okay, kinda, but not really.
Oh. What is it? What class? What is it for?
This is a Chinese literature into film class. So what I'm supposed to be doing, what the homework is supposed to be, is that we read these short novellas, like short stories, and then we watch the film adaptation of them, and then we do like some discussion, we do some other random things, yada yada yada.
Okay. Yeah. It's like
and then we discuss them in class, and we have some papers. But
it's yeah.
I can't care for this class. I should care for this class. I really can't though. They somehow made like I love watching films. I love watching even bad films, boring films even. But this class has really sucked the life out of me for it. And I'm like, God fucking damn it, dude.
Is it like all like the movies just a bit like just super mid or
the movies are mid, the books are even worse, but yet the books are arguably more important.
no.
And that's like, and then like the discussions are boring and dry. Okay, readings are boring. Everyone I have to work with in that class is useless.
Yeah, that sounds like that would do it.
It's just boring. It's so boring. I love class. I do like school. I like doing my work. But holy fuck, this class is so miserable.
Oh no. Yeah,
Jaden,
sounds like that would do it.
Jaden, you want to stream with some awesome music while I do data entry?
Oh yeah, sure.
Or not data entry, but fucking Excel sheet for
Oh yeah, what is it? It's just chill Nintendo music, right?
chill video game music part 4. That's why I offered it to Jaden, because I was like, I didn't know if you want to take the risk.
No, that's fine. I'm guessing it's all Nintendo music, and Nintendo music is not copyright claimed. As far as I know. I mean, if it is claimed, then...
Some of them are, I think, but I'm not too sure.
Some of them. As long as it just doesn't outright block the video worldwide, like, straight out, like, stop the stream, then, you know... I'll take the risk for it. I'll just take the risk for it. It's okay.
Oh, I'm one line ahead of where I should be. Let's see. 850. 76.
Alright, what's the general idea of what the movie's about, anyways?
Give me a second. I have to fix this.
I'm sorry if I have to let you relive trauma.
No, this movie's actually pretty good. It's called To Live. It's kind of like you can kind of think of it as like Chinese Forrest Gump, I guess, where
Okay.
you're just following this one guy's life. He was a horrible gambler who like lost his family, blah 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 blah, lost everything. But it kind of like speeds runs through Chinese history, like Chinese modern history. Goes through like World War II, goes through several civil wars, and like all the executions, and like the rise of communism in China. And I don't know, I haven't watched all of it again, but this is kind of like the idea I'm getting from it so far.
Yeah, I wonder how they can show the rise of communism.
It's actually interesting. Like, this movie's pretty good. It's just I can't care for it because I wasted all of today to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's fair.
When Tuesdays are supposed to be my go-to work days. Because I don't have class. And yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Black Box. Dallas Stars. Banger.
Oh yeah, this is a banger. Good old Super Mario Sunshine. All the Oilers did manage to win. Oh, he scored 2 goals. Mitchkov scored 2 goals. Oh, good for him. Good for him. What is this? Oh, this is a evil scientist concoction that I have that I do since NHL, the video game, made it possible to have 48 teams in a franchise mode. And I did this for 23 and 24, where I manually randomize the entire, well, most of the video game's roster into 48 teams for franchise mode. So we're at the very first stages of data entry. We have a spreadsheet here that auto randomizes everything whenever I input data in it. And once we have all spots filled up, I then go into the game and add these to the rosters and then play franchise mode with them. And it will be publicly available when I finish it for all users on the PlayStation 5 as there is no cross-platform for roster sharing, which is super stupid. So it'll be available for all PlayStation 5 users. So this is my evil science concoction with a very haha clickbaity title where, you know, some teams is gonna be absolutely like ruined into the ground. I think one year, the first year I did that, it was like Matthew Barzell and a bunch of AHL players on a roster, and I found that to be very funny. And I think I did like 9 seasons of the franchise mode, and they were always last. Which was very funny, which I found to be absolutely funny in my opinion. So that is what I am doing. Once it's the early stages of it. It's the not so fun data entry part. But once we get into the actual part where we actually slap everything together, you'll have a kind of an idea. And then I wonder if I can get one of our editors to make a bunch of YouTube short, you know, your classic YouTuber shorts. To say, I'm, you know, this Mr. Beast insert, Mr. should be canceled intros. And then, you know, blah. But yeah, so as you can see, whenever I input data, it sorts itself out automatically, which is very big thanks to my friend Tristan here, who has helped this documentation process and has sped it up so very, very fast, much faster. But yeah, that's what this is. And then I'm just streaming process, because I used to do it on my own channel, kind of the origins of the Untitled Sickos project. So yeah, it's like a thing I do every year. I have fun with it every single year. Kind of like a science experiment gone horribly wrong. In a funny way. Well, at least I find it funny. Oh yeah, it's so weird seeing Jonathan Marchessault not on the... He's on the Predators. It's so weird seeing him on the... So weird to see him on another team. But yeah, I do genuinely wonder if the supposed hackers, if they did actually upload the, if they actually did get the beta build of Legends AZ and they actually have uploaded it online and it exists somewhere. And all it takes is for one person who's got the balls to basically show Because like I can kind of understand why it's really hush hush. Because didn't somebody who did like wasn't there somebody that did a data leak for a Pokemon game? Didn't they get sued for that?
They kind of can, yeah.
They kind of, but I think the person who did the data leak, I think for Sun and Moon, got jail time.
Yeah, they have to be careful with that stuff.
Because like you could get in like stupid big trouble for leaking stuff like that online when it's like highly confidential information. Yeah. So
I'm about halfway done with the teams, by the way.
Hooray! That is awesome. So yeah, it's just something that it's just been bouncing in my mind. But seeing all the like the data, like the beta builds and everything has been insanely cool.
It really has been.
Like it's neat to see like kind of like where ideas have come from, especially the Gen 3.
I've been enjoying it a ton.
Yeah, especially the Gen 3 creepypastas. Those have been funny. Those have been kind of funny. Those are kind of funny. Yeah. Those have been kind of funny.
Sorry. I'm in like focused.
All right.
I might have made a mistake, but I don't think so. 19.
As much as I think. Me makes mistakes of everything else.
226 this is 227. 233. 4. 6. 184. Bottom is 230. Bottom is 230. Cool. Sorry, what were we trying to say earlier? I was
my train of thought has gone too.
All good. I'm sorry.
Something about the beta, the creepypastas of
the betas have been really sick.
They've been
like all the Gen 3 designs.
Oh my god, they've been funny.
They're so cool.
I do hope we get to see the rabbit become an actual
in the
Pokemon.
Future.
Or if like
we kind of have Score Bunny, which is really similar. I do miss the inner tube though.
Yeah, because like I was thinking Score Bunny. That's who I was exactly thinking. I was thinking Score Bunny. Like we already got Score Bunny, which is.
I don't think we'll get another Pokemon like that. Maybe we'll get like another Pokemon with like an inner tube. Kind of. I guess we have Weasel. Yeah. Weasel's kind of similar. Not really an inner tube, but it's similar.
Very similar. It's similar enough.
But
I wouldn't hate it.
G.
That's something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't hate it whatsoever.
Capitals. Jets. $241. 253. 254. 266. 267. 273. 74. 281. That should be happening. I think I made mistakes. 41. 6. Something's going on. 6. 2. 2. Oh, sorry. Too high number. That's why.
That's funny. First time with Fake Porion looking at Typhlosion.
Oh, good meme.
It's a good one.
286
That's a good one.
is a good one. $86. Okay. Colorado.
I still can't believe my dumbass had them. I forgot to do it. Like I did Colorado like the second time that I did that.
All good. It was funny though.
It is funny. Like we know mistakes were made, but it's kind of funny how a year ago me was like snorting some fucking paint or something.
We love snorting paint.
Mm-hmm.
We were a paint sniffing household.
Mm-hmm. We don't shun people if they want to huff paint and do something fucking stupid. I think it's more encouraged.
I agree. I think more people should do it.
Mm-hmm. It should be. Or people need to be stupid. We need more stupid people. No, there's enough stupid people in this world. We have enough stupid people in this world. I was about to say we need more, but no, we have enough. People that vote Donald Trump. I don't get it. These next
People that
2
believe
weeks,
the old ways will save them.
It's not. If the old ways were to save him, Donald Trump's not the man that would do it. I hate to say it, but he's not the guy to do it. Which is something that just horrifies me to no avail. But what else can you do, you know? What else can you do? We have our own provincial election. Who are you gonna vote for, Tristan?
The Green Party.
Very understandable. I don't give a shit.
Because then it's never my fault.
That's fair. And based.
So what one of my teachers says that all the time, and it's really funny.
Mm-hmm. That is true. You can never be blamed by voting the Green Party.
It's never your fault if you vote for the Green Party, because you're wasting your vote.
Yeah.
302.
I mean, if I look at it deeply, it really doesn't matter who's in office for provincials.
315.
No one has.
Matters for me a little bit, because one of them actually wants to fuck over university students, and the other ones don't want to.
Conservatives want to fuck over university students?
They want to remove the interest-free debt.
Ew. Yeah, that wouldn't help.
329.
Yeah, that'd be a fucking horrible idea.
Yeah.
Good thing I don't have any student loans.
31.
Those are all I'd have 0 student loans. Mine,
Student loans are fine. They're not that bad. They're
not
bad
all-
if you make them.
Mm-hmm. Because I know my brothers.
And if you're in the States.
Lord have mercy on your.
And-
We're sorry if you're in the States. You got sold a crypto scam that you'll never be able to fucking pay back.
And also, when you're paying back your student loans in Canada, if you're paying back the bare minimum, you're trolling. I mean, okay, with interest free, you're fine, but you're still trolling. You're still swimming in debt. Pay more than the minimum for your student loan repayments,
Yeah,
and you'll be fine.
I've paid more than the minimum.
Custom Team G.
Damn, Custom Team G looks kind of fucking stacked, not gonna
Gonna be replaced in a minute.
As soon as I enter something, they will be not this team.
Okay, these letters are fucking me up. Bitty. 63, 60, 70, 71, 77, 78, 79, 380, 382 is the last one. Cool.
Why does sometimes Nintendo make the most chill music?
So they're really nice.
It's man. It's like washes the salt away.
Exactly. That's why I like listening to these while I'm just working on stuff. I find it changes each semester what I listen to, but I usually end up back at video game playlists eventually. Last semester it was just like lo-fi remixes of like just other video game music. And Team O. And with this, I think we are officially done. Well, I'm done with the automation part.
It's just me having to input it all.
It should work though. I'll double check my work a little bit. 286. That went too far. Soutine. 334.
Oh, Gen 4. Take me back to Gen 4. No, actually, don't take me back. I like the XP Cheryl.
Eight. $90. There's 4, 6. Alright. Yeah, I think it should be working totally fine now.
Yeah.
If anything seems to be off, let me know. There's a possibility that the team there. The main thing that I think could happen is that the rosters might not. The biggest concern I might have is like I put like a number in a wrong area, right? I called a wrong cell.
Okay.
Basically, what's going to happen with that is you might see like a duplicate name, or maybe like a forwardsman will be a defenseman, or vice versa, or a person won't be in their proper role. I don't think that should happen with how I did this, but that's most likely issue if I did do something wrong. Or maybe there's like a blank slot where there shouldn't be a blank slot.
All right, I'll let you know something.
Yeah, you won't be able to tell really until you're done putting in the data.
Yeah. But I'll let you know something funny happens. It shouldn't, but you never know.
It shouldn't be. Yeah.
Although it would
Pretty
get...
sick document. I don't really know what we could do better for next time. I mean, I could maybe optimize the algorithms, make things a bit more streamlined, so that's not as complex, but I think this is probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is the best. This is the best. I don't see how we can just make it better.
I mean, if we wanted to cut tabs, we could cut each of the teams sheets, because they're kind of unnecessary.
I feel like it's a necessary evil at the same time.
I mean, it's better for you when you're making your teams later on in the game, so it's not that bad. They're just, as far as algorithms are concerned, they're extremely unnecessary.
It's more for me.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not a big deal.
It is a necessary evil / unnecessary evil. At the same time, it is both necessary and yet unnecessary. Hey, I'm on the right. Oh, I like my forward core. Damn, it's not gonna stay the same, is it, Vegeta? It's not gonna be the same, Vegeta. I want it to be this, man. Who knows what will happen? Who knows?
Yeah, I guess I have time to maybe finish up my film.
Yeah, watching the.
The Chinese Forrest Gump. It's not actually Forrest Gump, but
It's kind of the
that's
closest
the best way I can
thing.
describe it. Because Forrest Gump kind of does the same. It does the same thing of you just kind of speed run through American history.
Does he ever say in Chinese, life is like a box of chocolates?
No, this guy's very dumb and gets himself into really bad situations.
Life is like a box of chocolates. Man, that guy might literally be me.
You might be Forrest Gump.
I might be Forrest Gump.
You're not as positive as him.
Damn, you're right. That is true. I am way too much of a fucking pessimist.
Jaden's like Forrest Gump.
You know what? It's true. I never heard Jaden say a negative thing in my life.
It's true. I have before, but
Oh, right. It's my Heroes of the Storm gameplay. Right.
no, he's
much-
never said that.
How much dog shit I am and how much he has to carry me every ranked game.
Yep, this is true. This is some Shadow the Hedgehog music. This is not Nintendo.
This isn't chill either. If it's Shadow the Hedgehog, it's just maximum edge.
Fine, we'll go on to the next song then. Soccer Club o Tsukuro. Tsukuro.
I don't know if Suika's also considered relaxing. Suika.
Suika? Oh, that game's very stressful.
Mm-hmm. It is very stressful. But we got some excellent content out of it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's check out Central Leaks. I haven't checked it.
Yeah, he's been...
Start from
It's been, I think, mostly
wherever
X and Y beta builds.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's where I left off last time.
Yeah.
Team Flare music. Stunfisk, yeah, okay. So additional context for this?
That's right, we got confirmed. For anybody wanting news about Legend ZA, Stunfisk is in the game. That's probably my favorite thing about this is how fucking Stunfisk is in the fucking game. That's like that's the only update we have for it, really.
Yeah. God, I love the beta like sprites for X and Y. They're just cardboard cutouts.
I know, those are funny. Cause like I get it.
It makes sense. It's just
understand
funny.
It makes perfect sense. It's really. But like, I think a lot of people were upset because the animations for like from the older Pokemon were like really good, and people are like, well, why couldn't we have this?
Are we talking from like Pokemon Coliseum and stuff?
No, they had in like one of the beta videos that's out there. It's like Pikachu doing like seeing more like an animation that's akin to Coliseum and XD. And every Pokemon fan's like, what the fluff is this? And then compared to what we got from the final product.
Who's that other? Oh my god. There's that other YouTuber that like talks about like just competitive Pokemon, not Wolfie, not False Swipe Gaming. There's like another one that's gone kind of popular this year.
Freezeye?
No, he had like a.
Pokeyame?
I type in Pokemon. No, not Poke. No, he doesn't really. Well, he just talked about competitive Poke. Weedle. Oh, Weedle Twin Needle. No, he's old. He's old. Okay, not Weedle. No, what the fuck was it?
What do Tornado's
I'm
more
trying to
for
remember.
trolling? I thought it was just Freeze Eye.
He's more trolling.
Thunder Blunder?
He doesn't really. He just does like. He doesn't like play Pokemon Showdown, but like, oh my god, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name?
I don't know. I like the only other name is M.
Jimothy Cool. Jimothy Cool.
Okay.
Have you ever watched Jimothy Cool?
I have not.
Oh, he's great.
More importantly, I'm hurt. I'm more resistant to watch any new PokeTubers. It's not any of their faults. It's the fact
Jimothy
that...
Cool is actually just great. Like, he feels like he's a good person.
I hope so.
He seems like a good person.
This freaking Envy, that was one of my favorite competitive battlers, canceled because he's a pedo.
Yep. What was the other one? There was another one that got popular, like talking about like hidden abilities. Not false swipe.
Oh, I am like way out of the PokeTuber. Who's the who
That's
now?
such a sus name, dude. There's no way he has to get canceled.
What's the name?
So Nathan likes chicken.
What?
Bro, he needs to get canceled because I just need to call him Nathan likes children. I genuinely thought that's what his name was. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'm sorry. Shouldn't bring that onto the channel. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Just how do you name yourself Nathan likes chicken? Like, I don't know.
I was interpreting it as a really racist kind of thing.
Bro, you're weird. He's
That-
white.
Uh-huh. It's kind of a sus name. That is yeah. That's not something you would want that's not something you would want as a name. Nor just,
Banger.
it's kind of like the same thing. You wouldn't want Typhlosion as your freaking mascot.
For real.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah. You don't want you don't want Typhlosion as your mascot anymore.
Did I type in?
I wish Shadowfire XD was still online. Cause just think of the
Other content creator on the Nappy. No.
Nappy. Oh my
That's a
god.
name I haven't heard in forever.
That's
Was he canceled or
yeah. Does he still
Okay.
upload?
no? The upload was from like 10 years ago.
Well, no, like you click
You
his
know.
channel, does he still upload videos?
Probably not. I'll look. Give me a second. I have to find him. Find him again. Where'd he go? Here's Nappy. Last post was a year ago.
Yeah, he's done. He doesn't get like any views anymore on a video.
Gets 30K. That was his last viewed video. Actually, that's probably why it has the most views, because it was
Yeah.
his last video he made. So everyone's just like, damn, where's Nappy?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did he end on... He ended his hardcore red radical red hardcore Nuzlocke on episode 69.
Jesus Christ.
What a guy. What a guy. He's so bold for doing that.
Mm-hmm. He's so brave.
So brave.
So bold. But damn. Yeah, that's... Yeah, he isn't... I don't think we'll ever see Because like I think the old style of how
Watch Mojo made a top 10 Pokemon video games video a year ago.
Oh no.
I want to watch it, but also I
Alright.
don't want to get Watch Mojo stuff in my feed.
That's very understandable and very respectful. You're doing something.
You click on.
You're
That's
being-
like getting McFleas, dude. You can't get rid of that after you do for
Yeah.
takes so long.
Yeah, I know.
my God,
WatchMojo.com presents top games in their opinion for Pokemon. I mean, it's all subjective at this point. It's all
Oh, Moxie Boosted. That's the other one that I really like
Moxie
recently.
boosted. Yeah, but to me, the Pokemon community ain't what it is anymore. Although the competitive scene's always on point.
Yep.
I think, like, and especially with, like, you know, those small, like, fucking...
You say that with Blunder.
Yeah, that's why I watched Blunder.
But Blunder got canceled.
Wait, Blunder
You
got
said
canceled?
you were talking about competitive. Didn't
MV got
Blunder get
canceled.
canceled? MV. My
MV
bad. I
got
thought it was
canceled.
Blunder. Yeah. What? I thought we didn't Blunder.
Thunder Blunder's, like, one of the members of the OU Council. Or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it was MV. Yeah, you're right. It was
M-
MV.
MV was the one that got...
Thank God. Thank God. I love Blunder way too much. He's funny.
Mm-hmm. I 100% agree.
Shout outs to MV. No, don't. I just, whenever I think of MV, I just think of Pokegame saying shout outs to MV.
Mm-hmm. When I used
So
to think
sad.
of MV, it was the guy that could never win a fucking draft league. Does very
Damn.
well, brings in the craziest DV spread that you'll ever see.
You get the Chinese mammoth swine spreads.
Mm-hmm. Can never
Ye-
win a draft league. And now he'll never win a draft league. Because he got canceled. And And the sad thing is he didn't even defend himself, man. But it's good that he got held accountable for. At least for now. But yeah, that competitive, yeah. Unfortunately, the Pokemon community shall never be the same again. It was never going to be the same when Nappy got ousted. Which is, I'm glad we all knew that the content was not going to be good. It was not, like, acceptable no matter what, but still. The GameCube victory. First place. I wonder when we're gonna get a new Mario Kart. But I'm telling you, Game Freak just realized they can make more money just releasing fucking
I'm gonna
maps.
send something to you.
Yeah, I know what it was. I know exactly what it was.
How'd you know?
Well, a direct that I was like, you know, I'm really hoping we get a new Mario Kart. We got something for Mario Kart. We got 48 new tracks. Which, I mean, let's be honest, that was like freaking hype. announcement wise, I mean, looking back on it, that was freaking hype, man.
What was hype? Sorry, I was distracted texting a friend.
The Mario Kart expansion pack.
Oh, Mario Kart. I didn't ever play the final pack.
Neither did I.
It looked good.
It's
I
yeah.
don't know if I don't even know if I played the second to last one, to be honest. I don't remember what the second to last one was. Was that the one with the Vancouver?
I don't remember.
Vancouver, like the Christmas one? I think that was the second to last pack.
Yeah. I couldn't.
I don't remember that
tell
pack.
you.
That pack, it brought so much longevity to Mario Kart 8. And Mario Kart 8, it's simply like, even if you don't like the mechanics, it's hard to argue that it is not objectively the best Mario Kart game at this point, I think. Like baseline Mario Kart game. Well, no, I can't say baseline, it's DLC.
Well, best Mario Kart game period.
Yeah.
Like, the
I
expansion,
was saying baseline to like non-modded.
Like it felt so good, and I hope the next Mario Kart does have they step it up from what they had it at, because there's so much good with it. There's a lot of good with I mean, they brought old characters back, like straight out like new tracks too, which was kind of nice.
That was pretty insane. What's fun, I don't know if I really liked the newer tracks, to be honest. I think they were generally my least favorite, I think, of each of the packs that they were introduced in.
I like Yoshi's Island.
Actually, that's not.
Yoshi's Island was
Yoshi's
cool.
Is that one new though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, no, that one was good. Yeah, you're right. No, that one. You're right. That one was good. Actually.
And then, I mean, the what was it?
I didn't like the ice cream one or whatever
that was
it
horrible.
was.
That
one sucks.
That one was such a throwaway.
And
we got.
What was the other one?
Ninja Hideaway was officially classified for the Switch, even though it appeared.
Was that one not? Was it?
Even though
that was labeled as a Switch exclusive, even though it's in multiple.
Labeled as a Switch, even though it debuted on the cell phone. And
yeah, World Tour.
Shy Guy Hideaway, dude, that track is really.
That one's good. I don't know if I'd count. I thought I still consider that one to be a World Tour track.
There was something with piranha plants on the last one that we didn't play.
I didn't play that one, so I can't really have an opinion on it. We should play it at some point.
At some point, yeah. I mean, what else?
When's the Mario Kart Sickos stream?
It would just be me and Taegan.
Damn, I'm left behind.
Well, I mean, sad. I would probably tell you to come on.
But no, you said it.
Oh,
you said it. I can't be in it.
Stop it. Stop it. Don't make me.
When the Untitled VTubers project.
I don't know, when something stupid happens with Hololive.
I don't know. Ame getting canned was pretty stupid.
Ame didn't get canned.
You got canned. Hey, she's coming back. I think in about 5 days. The resurrection.
Wait, really already?
It's just like she. Oh yeah. Oh, you haven't heard? 1 second. I'll link you her Twitter.
No. She's back already?
Yeah. Well, not back yet, but she's had this account since even before she.
Oh. New Ame.
Yeah, new Ame.
New Ame.
New Ame.
New Ame. Okay. New Ame. Okay.
Yeah, she's apparently gonna be doing a lot of mocap and
what's
a lot of mocap stuff, motion capture.
Oh, motion capture.
So like, yeah, sorry, like mocap suits.
Oh
Have
yeah,
you
and
heard that
she
phrase?
spent like a whole life like you learn a lot.
I
Well,
mean,
she did
that's
a
what she.
lot
I
of
mean,
learning
that's
about.
what she wants to do. That's what she likes to do. But she wasn't really allowed to do that easily, or if she did, it was highly restricted.
That's fun because like mocap suits makes everything fun. They're fun, especially since she did like the jumped on a freaking exercise trampoline.
Wait, she did karaoke 7 hours ago. I
Yeah.
missed it.
Well, I didn't know that that was Ame. I would have probably mentioned something if I knew Ame was.
Oh,
doing-
you saw? Oh, you saw it earlier?
Yeah, I was like, oh hey, karaoke on.
Shit, I didn't know.
Neither did
Noob.
I.
I'm so
Like
sad.
I just checked her Twitter page. That's what it just showed me.
Yeah.
Because I scrolled down. Ba-dum-bum. I did a smart thing. I scrolled down. But yeah, new Ame, should be fun.
Y'all.
I wonder when she's going to do a co-op with, it's coming to me.
Who?
It's coming to me. Demon Dice.
Demon Dice. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Demon Dice has not been active for streaming stuff recently.
Really?
I don't think so. I mean, she's been doing concerts. She was actually just in Edmonton in
Okay.
August.
Okay.
I was really close to setting up a small trip to go visit my sister. And then go to that concert. It was a stacked concert actually. There were so many like big bands from like Japan that were there that I really like.
Cool. Plus,
It was for an anime convention in Edmonton, but I
mm.
decided nah. I was close to my Japan trip, so I was like, nah, I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to spend more money just in case. And then I was like, you know what? I want to go to PAX then, because like PAX is easier for me to do, and it's considerably cheaper than me trying to plan a trip to Edmonton.
Right, you did do that this year, right?
No, I was about to. I did not. I'm really mad that I didn't though, because there was so much cool shit at PAX this year that I really like. Final Fantasy was back this year, and I had like 3 or 4 friends that I raid with actually there. Well, I say 3, at least 2. One of them's not as much of a friend, but one of them I'd consider a friend at this point.
Well, if I get my car fixed, is a possibility that, well, hopefully I can
Next year,
find something, a job,
I mean,
by the end of the month.
yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna be next start like around this time this next year.
In the States or Canada or
No, not like that. So okay, there's multiple different things. So if I wanted to, I could graduate this June finally after way too long. Or I can choose to do co-op, so like internship stuff. Like heavily paid internship stuff, and I can get like the official certificate saying, "Hey, I have work experience." So, but I'll just it'll delay my graduation, but I'll basically just be working in that time.
which working
And
is
getting-
never wrong.
Well, I'm gonna be working no matter what. It's just a matter of do I want to be officially done with school in June, or do I want to do co-op? The problem with co-op is I have to go through the co-op department, and they fucking suck. And I hate dealing with them a ton. But yeah, there's another alternative option I have to go through the. Well, I still have to go through the co-op department, but I can go through and there's another faculty at UVic, or not faculty, another branch called CAPI. It's the Center for Asian Pacific Initiatives. And I can it's basically they help you find like work or work-esque things in like East Asia, like Japan, Korea, Philippines.
Oh, my man's gonna be
smaller
going,
countries.
My man's going to Japan and never coming back.
I mean, it's not guaranteed, but usually they do like they set you up with like jobs where like Japanese is an asset, not necessary, but an asset. And you work at wherever or well whatever language for whatever area. But I think the Cappy focuses mainly on Japan, unless they have like some big like project that they want to work on in another country, or they want to help with in another country. Maybe it's a better way to put it.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, then they get students. They help pay for it, set you up with a work visa, and then you're shipped off to wherever for however long you agreed to. And I might look into that. I'm not too sure. Like, I'd want to, but I also don't know how much. I say I want to now. I don't know how much I'd actually want to later.
Yeah, that's. Man, you really loved your trip to Japan, though.
I did love my trip to Japan. My dad's already been talking to me about like trying to set me up for another trip in about a little over a year now, or about a year away from now.
Man,
But, I mean, I don't know if I want. I don't know if I should. That's the thing. That's called
Okay.
being potentially irresponsible if I set up another trip. Because again, I don't know where I'm going to be next year because I'm not going to be in classes. It's gonna be the first time in ever that I'm no longer doing classes.
yeah, you're gonna be at a job, most likely.
No, oh, actually, first time in a while
Yeah.
that I haven't been at.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll probably be working.
Yeah, getting a job, getting paid.
But like, yeah, I just don't know what I'm gonna be doing because like it's just like, am I gonna be in an okay spot to be able to like think about setting up a trip? Am I gonna not be? Am I gonna be in a really bad spot? I don't know.
I mean, if I find a job by next week,
The
I
future
should be
is
in a
uncertain.
should be in a good spot to maybe go to Seattle this summer.
That'd be cool. I mean, you have a lot of savings saved up from your hell month or months.
But the thing is, I don't
So
want
as
to
long
get that chipped in.
don't dump it.
I don't want to dump it by not working.
I mean, yeah, just be smart with it. You're in an okay spot right now. You're not in danger. That's the big thing.
Yeah, I'm really happy
With that said,
that
I did. Sorry.
I did. There's been some really good promotions that Uber Eats has done for grocery shopping, and we have food, lots of food here that are frozen that I just have to cook with. So I might be doing a lot of cooking because that's just
For work or
for myself. So because like
Just-
I eat
okay.
fast food like way too much.
Same here.
I eat
Genuinely
fast.
same
It's
bad.
bad.
For me, it's bad. For me, it's bad.
Tristan, when I was working, right? It was like I'm eating out like 4 or 5 times a week. Like that's bad to where I just want to drop it down to once a week until. Like, don't get me wrong, there are days where I just don't want to cook.
I've been very bad for a lot of reasons, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I've been bad, and it's gotten really bad. It's gotten really bad.
Oh, I bet. I bet it's gotten.
Yeah, my issue for me is just like I don't like being a bother to others who like James. So I don't like using the kitchen that much if I don't have to.
Okay.
And when I do use the kitchen, I still feel bad about it because like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's also just addiction to doing it. Like it's actually just become a habit. Bad.
Mm-hmm. I totally understand that. I totally understand it.
I go through phases where, like, after a Costco trip, I'm usually good for like, I'm at peace with myself for like about 2 weeks,
You have yet to do a Costco
and
trip.
then it just falls back. Costco trips actually like make me feel better about myself. When I go with like my mom and stuff.
Costco is amazing. It is.
I love Costco.
I don't see how anyone could hate Costco. It is
I
absolutely
mean,
wonderful.
it's possible for Costco to just not be necessary for you. Like it shouldn't really be. It's not really necessary for me, but I feel good about a Costco run.
I would love to have
I
I mean, one of the things that I'm hoping to do is move out of fucking Chilliwack. I don't want to be in the city anymore. More of I don't want to be across from Woodstone Pizza anymore. I don't.
You have to walk past there every day.
I don't want to even have to look at that building anymore, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Because that's what I'm trying to convince Caitlin to, you know, apply everywhere. I don't care. I will find a job. We have to go on the island. We have to go on the island.
Have you had her? Have you started looking at it for her? Because like I know the island is.
Not really.
I don't like the island's not. It's not the best place to live. Just in general, I'll say.
It's better than
But
Chilliwack.
I like live. Well, it's. Let me rephrase that. I like living here. It's just expensive. Things are just expensive. Rent is expensive. Things are maybe slightly more expensive than mainland BC because of just import costs.
Yeah.
But I like Victoria. It's comfy.
Dude, if I were to win the lottery, I would have a house in Delta.
Delta live next to Thomas.
It wouldn't be a bad
Delta is definitely the best though. Like it's just you get like the best. It's suburbia, but like it's not too busy, it's not too crowded. It's nice.
You're
It's
not far away from things.
You're not far away from things. You're not like too close to things.
Buses are freaking fantastic. Just
Yeah.
Once you like get past well, Abbotsford buses are amazing.
Yeah.
Like if
I
you're on
think
like the
Langley's
main
also
roads,
good,
there's like a
all
bus.
things considered.
There's like a bus that comes every 5 minutes. It's beautiful. Ugh. And there's Chilliwack, which has the same populace as, well, less people than, slightly less than Abbotsford. But like our transit's just so dumb. Like, why do we gotta have buses ending at like 6:30 on a fucking Sunday? So dumb. And the fact that we're also, spoiler alert, probably never going to get we're never gonna get a SkyTrain. That's just never gonna happen.
I mean, I'll say there's also not much of a reason for them to stretch it out that far.
To at least to Abbotsford, at least to High Street, there's all the reasons to stretch it out.
To Abbotsford, yeah. To Abbotsford, sorry, I thought you were saying to Chilliwack.
To Chilliwack,
to Abbotsford,
you just
yeah.
need a feeder bus from Chilliwack to Abbotsford.
Yeah, that's true. God damn, I could be watching my fucking movie right now. Alright. If you don't want the audio to be on the stream for my my movie, probably close out my stream or mute it or whatever.
Close it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably might do it for me too today for the stream too, just because I did it for 4 hours. And I'll be back tomorrow.
Yep.
Well, as long as Taegan's not streaming Taegan might be streaming college football tomorrow. And if he is, I will take a back seat. But I went from the Calgary Flames, no, the Buffalo Sabres, all the way to the Pittsburgh Penguins. So that's a good bit of progress. I mean, I'm about a sixth of the way done. So I'm about a sixth of the way done. Anyways, I'll see you dudes later.